If you have a toddler, you know that sound. That sudden, world-shattering scream over, well, who even knows what. There's a new book by Julia Bennett, The Toddler Tantrum Survival Guide, and it argues we're thinking about this all wrong. It's not about just surviving the moment, it's about teaching through it. So let's dive into what that really means.
And this quote, it just says everything, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that raw, desperate moment we've all had. But more than that, it's a little welcome sign to the club, reminding you that this is totally, completely universal. You aren't failing, even when it feels like you are.
All right, first stop, a place we all know and dread, the public meltdown. You know the one. The grocery store, the library, that moment you start praying for a trapdoor to open up beneath your feet.
And while the meltdown is happening on the outside, the internal monologue is just raging. You're trying to manage this tiny, screaming human, but you're also managing your own flood of just overwhelm, frustration, and that really heavy feeling of failure. But here's the key. It's just a feeling. It's not the truth.
And what are the triggers for this level of chaos? Oh, they are as logical as they are legendary. The banana broke in half. The socks feel too socky. You dared to unzip their coat from the top down. We've all been there. And this is exactly where the book's core message begins. It's not actually about the socks. It's not about you at all.
And here it is. This is the big aha moment. This is where we completely reframe what a tantrum actually is. It is not a behavior problem you need to punish. It's a biological event happening inside a developing brain.
Think of a toddler's brain like a two-story house that's still under construction. You've got the downstairs brain, that's where all the big feelings live, the instincts, the impulses, and it is fully built and running the show. But the upstairs brain, where logic, reason, and control live, the drywall isn't even up yet. During a tantrum, that staircase connecting the two just collapses. There is zero access to logic.
How perfect is that imagery? A caffeinated squirrel on a power trip. You cannot reason with that. Logic is the wrong tool for this job. You're not dealing with a miniature dictator, you're dealing with neurology.
So what is the skill they're missing? It's called emotional regulation. It's basically the ability to feel a massive feeling and not, get violent about it. It's not something kids are born with, it is a learned skill. And the most important word on this slide is that tiny one in parentheses, yet. Because you can absolutely teach it.
So if it's a skill, how do you teach it? Well, this is the really hopeful part. The book's core solution isn't some huge, complicated program. It's actually something way, way more manageable for busy parents.
Yep, just 10 minutes. That's the promise. That with 10 focused minutes a day, you can actually start building emotional intelligence in your child and help their brain build better pathways for handling stress. It's all about small, consistent deposits.
And this requires a huge mental shift for us. The goal isn't to magically stop every tantrum from ever happening again, because you can't. The real goal is to shift your role from being a behavior controller to being an emotional coach. So what do you do in those 10 minutes? It breaks down into 3 simple parts. First, you connect. Just a couple minutes of totally focused, phone-down attention. Then you coach. This is when you playfully build those skills when everyone is already calm. And last, you regulate together. You practice one of your calm-down tools so it's ready when you need it.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical. Let's move from the why to the what. Let's fill up that new toolbox with things you can actually use.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The siren is wailing, the meltdown is in full swing. What is the right move right now? Well, it all starts with one really important distinction. You have to understand the huge difference between discipline and punishment. Punishment is all about control. Its message is, you're bad, feel bad. But discipline is about teaching. Its message is, that was a tough moment. Let's figure out a better choice for next time together. It shifts the entire focus from control to connection.
And here are some of those practical and honestly kind of fun tools. The most important one is co-regulation, where you are just their calm, steady presence. But you've also got sensory tricks like a feelings wrap, burrito hug for deep pressure, or fun breathing games like blowing out imaginary birthday candles. The goal isn't to talk them out of it, it's to calm their body first. That's what lets their thinking brain come back online.
So, after all of this, what's the big idea? Where do we go from here with this new perspective?
It really all comes down to this single incredible thought. You're not just putting out fires, you're not just surviving. Every time you connect with your child in one of these hard moments, you are literally helping to build and shape their brain for a lifetime of resilience.
So if this approach sounds like a game changer for your family, you can get all the detailed scripts, tools, and strategies in the complete Toddler Tantrum Survival Guide by Julia Bennett, and it's coming out very soon.
And for all of us parents who are constantly on the go, it's also going to be available on audible.com. And it'll be narrated by Tom Brooks, which is just perfect for listening in the car or while you're doing chores.
So I will leave you with this final thought. What if you could totally reframe these chaotic moments? What if the next time your toddler loses it, you didn't see it as a battle you had to win, but as a breakthrough, an opportunity to connect, to teach, and to build something amazing? That's the powerful idea here.